perimeter with their friends, with the shapes made by their friends. Otherwise, they can compare them with the figures that they have made. So, alongside of the perimeter, other things that to which we can correlate this, these activities can be, as we have discussed about the simple geometrical shapes, we can connect with, we can compare the geometrical shapes in terms of their sides, their vertex, number of sides and angles, their perimeter or area also. We can also connect the thing, connect the activity to the similarity and the congruence of different geometrical shapes. By drawing these shapes like this, the examples, some of the examples have been given in front of you. The same thing can also be connected to the teaching learning process of angles and the type of angles. And again, we can correlate them with the data handling and analysis. These graphs can be very, teaching these graphs can be very handy using the GeoBoard. And teaching fraction, ratio and proportion, decimal system, decimal and place value, the patterns, different geometrical patterns can also be, or numerical patterns can also be taught using this GeoBoard. And the things that we cannot teach using the GeoBoards are the circle. It is not possible to draw a circle, exact circle using GeoBoard. And other shapes, those have some curved sides. Also, the 3D of the concepts of 3D objects can also not be taught using this GeoBoard. And the perspective view, the side view, top view, front view, may not be that much useful. And the concepts of metric systems like money, time, weight, and these are some of the things which cannot be taught using this GeoBoard. So these are the drawbacks of that. So that's all from G2 Bhubaneswar. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, that's all from Z Bhubaneswar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think Shika madam.
Yes.
You can give your inputs.
Okay. Thank you, Ashok sir, and the other members of the Z Bhubaneswar. This is
Thank you, ma'am.
interesting. I didn't think about the graphs on GeoBoard, and I think that is a very interesting idea of doing. I mean, you can also think of line graphs because there are these pegs that are there.
Yes, actually, I couldn't draw them using in the short time period, so I used this bar graph only.
Yeah, but we can definitely also draw bars because it's easier, no? You can just stretch the rubber band and draw bars. So bar graphs can be
Yes.
done. Oh, you gave
Right,
me
ma'am.
that idea. That is nice. I think you can go deeper into the whole idea of the relation between perimeter and area, which we had just discussed, but we could not do in detail. You remember we were discussing how the same shape can have, how a shape with a particular area, there can be another shape. So we can have the square as well as a triangle, both having the same area, but their perimeter will be different. Similarly,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can do that if the perimeter is the same, the area would be different. And we can also make conjectures about, I think you've spoken about conjectures, no, in Aluka's session. So you can also invite children to make conjectures about the relation between area and perimeter. That if I increase the area, does the perimeter always increase or no? So I
Yes.
think you can go deeper into that topic with GeoGebra.
Yes, yes.
GeoBoards.
Actually, this was prepared just for 10 minutes to just to present here because we are not given more than 10 minutes to present. So I tried to make it as short as possible.
I understand, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Shall we go to the next? Z Chandigarh, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, next select Mysore, be ready after Chandigarh.
संदीप सर, आप प्लीज प्रेजेंट कर देंगे। यस सर। ओके, तो मैम मैं प्रियंका काला अपने जीट चंडीगढ़ के बिहाफ में आज का प्रेजेंटेशन प्रेजेंट करने जा रही हूँ। नेक्स्ट सर। ओके मैम, सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने इसमें डिसाइड किया कि एक्टिविटी ऐसी कौन सी ली जाए जिसमें बच्चों को इंटरेस्ट तो आए और बच्चों से बहुत ही जल्दी सीख जाए एक टिपिकल टॉपिक को लेके। तो वो एक्टिविटी हमें मिली जग्स एंड मग्स, जो कि वाटर से रिलेटेड है। तो इसमें हम लोग सबसे पहले क्या करते हैं, बच्चों के सामने एक एक्टिविटी डिस्कस करते हैं। और एक्टिविटी क्या होती है कि टीचर जो होता है एक स्टूडेंट को, अतुल नाम का कोई स्टूडेंट हम एक एज्यूम कर सकते हैं, उसको बुलाता है अपने पास और उसको पूछता है हाउ वाटर इन बकेट डू यू यूज टू बाथ, तुम डेली कितने बकेट वाटर यूज करते हो नहाने के लिए। तो उसी तरह से बच्चों के बहुत ही डिफरेंट डिफरेंट आंसर्स हमें सुनाई पड़ते हैं, लेकिन बच्चों को एक बाल्टी है या 2 बाल्टी से नहा रहे हैं, कोई इससे नहा रहा है, तो बहुत डिफरेंट डिफरेंट आंसर हमारे पास इसमें बच्चों के उसमें आते हैं। तो उसके बाद हम एक्टिविटी को कंटिन्यू करते हैं कि आप कितने मग यूज करते हैं नहाते समय, और एक बकेट में कितनी मग यूज करेंगे, एक मग से कितनी बार डालेंगे हम पानी की एक बकेट भर जाए। और उसी तरीके से बच्चों को एक्सप्लेन करते हुए धीरे धीरे यहाँ पे हम केमिस्ट्री लैब से या कहीं से भी हम एक जार ला सकते हैं बच्चे के सामने एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए लीटर या मिलीलीटर का जो टॉपिक हमारे पास होता है। साथ ही साथ हम बच्चों को मेजरिंग कप ऑफ सिरप जिसे कहते हैं, वो बच्चे की दवाई होती है पीने वाली, जो कैप होती है उसके जो ढक्कन में छोटा सा पानी, थोड़ा सा उसमें लिक्विड आता है दवाई का, तो उसके विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट हम बच्चों को ज्यादा या कम का वाटर को फिलहाल एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। सर नेक्स्ट प्लीज। ओके, तो मैम जैसे कि मैम ने मॉर्निंग में हमको बताया था कि आप कौन कौन से टॉपिक इसमें डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, तो इसके बिहाफ में तो एडिशन का टॉपिक हम लोग आराम से बच्चे के सामने डिस्कस कर सकते हैं कि एक बच्चे ने अगर एक बाल्टी को भरने के लिए बच्चा आता है 3 बार मग डालता है, दूसरा बच्चा आता है 2 बार डालता है, फिर नेक्स्ट बच्चा 10 टाइम्स डालता है। एक बकेट, हमारा एम है बच्चे से बकेट भरवाना, तो सारे बच्चों का इन्वॉल्वमेंट करा करा के तो फिर हम लास्ट में क्या करते हैं, उन सबको ऐड कर देते हैं। तो ऐड करने से क्या होता है, बच्चे के पास एक बकेट भरने के लिए आपने कितना मग यूज किया, तो वहां से एडिशनल कॉन्सेप्ट आ जाता है। उसी तरह से सब्ट्रैक्शन का भी कॉन्सेप्ट इसमें आ जाता है कि अगर हमने एक बकेट में वाटर लेके उसे बॉटल में भरना शुरू कर दिया तो वहां पे सब्ट्रैक्शन का टॉपिक आ जाता है, मल्टीप्लिकेशन का टॉपिक, और ये नीचे है हमारे पास मैम यूनिटरी मेथड। यूनिटरी मेथड और मल्टीप्लिकेशन का ऑलमोस्ट एक या यूनिटरी मेथड स्टेट वर्ड प्रॉब्लम में आ जाता है और मल्टीप्लिकेशन नॉर्मल उसमें आ जाता है। तो उसमें हम लोग बच्चों को ये बता सकते हैं कि अगर आपने एक मग से एक बाल्टी भरने में मतलब 3 बार आपने यूज किया, तो 4 बाल्टी भरने के लिए कितने मग आप यूज करोगे। तो यहाँ से बच्चा यूनिटरी मेथड के उसमें भी चला जाता है एक्सप्लेनेशन में, और यहाँ से वो मल्टीप्लिकेशन भी आराम से सीख सकता है। उसी तरह से नेक्स्ट है कंपैरिजन। बहुत ही इजीली बच्चा कंपैरिजन सीख जाता है कि दोनों हाथों में लेने मतलब कंटेनर्स को लेके कौन हैवी है कौन लाइटर है, जब उसमें पानी भरा होता है तो बहुत आसानी से सीख जाता है। एस्टिमेशन की हम बात करेंगे, बच्चों को बिल्कुल एस्टिमेशन का आइडिया नहीं इतना हो पाता है कि आपका एक बाल्टी में कितना मग पानी भरेगा या फिर आप कितने लीटर की बाल्टी से आप नहा रहे हैं, बच्चे को उसका आइडिया नहीं रहता है। तो वहां से एस्टिमेशन भी इसमें कवर हो जाएगा। मनी की अगर हम बात करें तो इजीली मनी को भी बच्चा एक्सप्लेन कर सकता है इसमें कि आपकी अगर ये वाटर बॉटल आपकी जो आप कोल्ड ड्रिंक या फिर पानी आप पी रहे हो खरीद के, 1 लीटर पानी अगर आपका 20 रुपीज का आ रहा है तो 3 लीटर कितने का आएगा, तो वहां से मनी भी आ जाता है। लीटर मिलीलीटर का कंसेप्ट मैंने आपको बता ही दिया मैम कि बच्चे को हम जार के थ्रू भी एक्सप्लेन इसमें कर सकते हैं, और साथ ही साथ बच्चे की जो वाटर बॉटल होती है जो 1 लीटर की लाता है उसके थ्रू भी हम बच्चे को इसमें एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं कि ये 1 लीटर है, हाफ वाला इसमें 500 ml आ गया है। तो ऐसे कर करके बच्चा एस्टिमेशन भी साथ में सीख रहा है और रिलेशन भी सीख रहा है लीटर और मिलीलीटर का। जहां तक बात करें फ्रैक्शन की, तो फ्रैक्शन तो इसमें आएगा ही आएगा टॉपिक कि एक बोतल से हमने अगर एक बोतल पानी लेने के बाद उसे अलग अलग गिलासों में डालना शुरू किया तो वहां से कितना रेशियो उनके बीच आ रहा है, तो वहां पे फ्रैक्शन भी आ जाता है और रेशियो भी आ जाता है कि कौन ज्यादा है कौन कम है। फिर हम बात करेंगे स्मार्ट चार्ट की। स्मार्ट चार्ट भी इसमें इजीली एक्सप्लेन हो जाता है कि अगर हम बात करेंगे बॉटल में कितना पानी आ रहा है, उसके बाद उससे ज्यादा बकेट में कितना आ रहा है, या सिरिंज में कितना कम आएगा, दवाई की बोतल में कितना आएगा, तो वहाँ पे बार ग्राफ के थ्रू हम उसको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं। साथ में टैली मार्क्स भी इसमें एक्सप्लेन हो सकता है। नेक्स्ट, तो उसके बाद हम लोग इसमें देखेंगे कि और कौन कौन से टॉपिक्स जो है इससे हम लोग एक्स्ट्रा कहाँ जा सकते हैं। तो वाटर कंजर्वेशन की बात हम लोगों ने इसमें एक्सप्लेन की है कि पानी को किस तरीके से बचाया जा सकता है, किस तरह से हम वेस्ट करते हैं। पोस्टर मेकिंग के थ्रू हम लोग आर्ट के थ्रू, मतलब ड्राइंग के थ्रू पोस्टर मेकिंग बना के पानी वाले कंसेप्ट में बच्चे को ले जा सकते हैं। स्लोगन राइटिंग हो गया, इसमें शेप्स आ जाती है इसमें, क्योंकि हम बच्चों को शेप्स को लेके भी हम एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं कि जिस पानी को आप जिस उसमें डाल रहे हैं, जिस कंटेनर में डाल रहे हैं, वो उसी की शेप उसमें ले लेता है। ये उस पानी का अपना कोई शेप नहीं होता है। साइंस में आता है फ्लोटिंग एंड सिंक, उसमें हम बच्चों के छोटे छोटे टॉपिक, पानी में कौन तैरता है कौन नहीं तैरता, मतलब साइंस से हमने किसी तरह से कोरिलेट करने की कोशिश की है। सर नेक्स्ट प्लीज। उसके बाद आते हैं मिसकंसेप्शंस। इसमें मिसकंसेप्शंस कौन कौन से आते हैं? तो पहला है डज एवरी कंटेनर है सेम कैपेसिटी। बच्चों को बहुत डाउट होता है कि बड़ी बाल्टी है तो उसमें हमेशा ज्यादा ही आएगा, या छोटी है तो उसमें हमेशा कम ही आएगा। डजेंट मैटर, शेप में मैटर नहीं करता है, क्योंकि कई बार कुछ मटेरियल्स ऐसे होते हैं कंटेनर के कि मटेरियल ज्यादा होता है लेकिन स्पेस कम होता है, और उसी तरीके से कुछ कंटेनर्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनमें स्पेस ज्यादा होता है, हालांकि वो बाहर से साइज में कम दिखते हैं। तो ये जो मिसकंसेप्शंस होते हैं वो बच्चों को हम लोग एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं। फिर उसके बाद आ जाता है इसमें डज वाटर है शेप। जैसे मैंने पहले बताया, बच्चों को लगता है अगर हमने राउंड वाले कंटेनर में डाला है तो ये दिखने में राउंड है, सर्कुलर है। स्क्वायर शेप के कंटेनर में डाला है तो वैसी शेप है, स्क्वायर शेप है, बट ऐसा नहीं होता। हम उनको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे कि वाटर की अपनी कोई शेप नहीं होती है, जिस कंटेनर में वो जाता है उसी की शेप ले लेता है। सर नेक्स्ट प्लीज। उसके बाद मैम ये टॉपिक जो हम लोग बनाते समय बहुत सोच रहे थे कि कौन कौन से इसमें टॉपिक हैं जो डिस्कस नहीं हो सकते हैं, तो हमें सिर्फ 2 ही टॉपिक ऐसे मिले, बाकी हम हर टॉपिक इससे कोरिलेट हो रहा था। पहला मिला हमें एंगल्स, जिससे हम इससे कोरिलेट नहीं कर पाए। दूसरा मिला हमें 2 डायमेंशनल शेप, जो हमें इससे नहीं पढ़ा सकते। बाकी नंबर्स में प्लेस वैल्यू से लेके डिस्टेंस से लेके सब टॉपिक इसमें आसानी से कवर अप हो रहे हैं, तो इसलिए हमने सिर्फ इसमें 2 पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं मैम। नेक्स्ट प्लीज। सर उसके बाद हमने बच्चों को, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, लीटर मिलीलीटर की जो एक्टिविटीज होती हैं उसके बिहाफ में हमने ये एक्टिविटी शीट बनाई, जिसमें 1 लीटर में कितने मिलीलीटर, क्योंकि हमने उसमें कहा था आपको कि कंपैरिजन लीटर और मिलीलीटर के बीच में, तो इस एक्टिविटी को बच्चा आसानी से उसमें कर सकता है कि 1 लीटर में 1000 मिलीलीटर होते हैं, तो अगर 200 मिलीलीटर उसमें आ चुके हैं तो कितना बचता है। वो सब्ट्रैक्शन भी आ गया था इसमें, जैसे कि मैंने पहले डिस्कस किया था, और साथ में कंपैरिजन भी, रिलेशन भी उनके बीच में आ गया था। सर नेक्स्ट प्लीज। थैंक यू। आई होप मैम टाइम कम लिया है।
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, can I speak?
Yes. Yeah. Any comments from Shikha ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll continue. Yeah.
Thank you, Priyanka ma'am, and your entire group from Zayed Chandigarh. I found that interesting. One of the things when you were explaining, which I think is very interesting, is the link between multiplicative thinking and proportional thinking. You know, and often when we do proportions with children, we think that we are doing a new topic, but it's actually not. There is a lot of connection because they know multiplication, and we can always extend the unitary method to do those proportions. So I think that link was very interesting. I think one additional idea that you might want to consider in this is the idea of the unit. Like we were saying in the tangram, earlier we had taken the smallest possible triangle to be a unit. The reason was that we could explain through that triangle all the other shapes. They could be expressed in that. In your case also, you could either take the mug as a unit, a glass as a unit, the syringe as a unit. And what is the problem with taking syringe as a unit? How many syringe would you need to fill a bucket of water? So then syringe is not a good unit to take, right? Exactly. So even talking about what is a good unit and how it is selected would be very helpful in this activity.
Great. So next, shall we go to the next Ziyat ma'am? Can I call the next Ziyat? Yeah. Yes. Ziyat Mysore will present now Ziyad Gwalior, be ready with your presentations. Ziyad Mysore? Yeah.
Yeah, madam. Yes, yeah. Good evening, one and all here. So I'll be starting my, that is a combined effect of our whole group. So I'll be just giving and they'll be joining the group. So first, madam. Yeah. So there's a presentation given by Ziyad Mysore, is a learning from mathematical resources. So I found all these resources, out of which we have chosen one resource. That is, the task given to us is to select a particular resource and the subtopics have to select. So for the learning resource we have selected for today's discussion is a number grid from 1 to 100. Can any participant tell why I chosen it? Can anyone help tell me, is it what other is why I chosen this? Anyone of the participant? Okay, so you have taken the number grid from
Math
1
is
to 100.
incomplete without numbers.
We can do addition, subtraction, do.
Odd, even, composite,
Yeah, yes, yeah. That's the idea. That's a good idea.
multiplication.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to start with that only. So the subtopics, what we are going to be doing it here is forward counting, backward counting, consecutive numbers, odd and even, sequencing, and number patterns. So now I request Ernakulam, Madam sir, to explain this. He'll be talking about this. Sir, are you ready?
Yes, thank you, madam. And I'll do
Divya,
some.
okay.
This is Divya from Ernakulam region.
Yeah.
A very good evening, everyone. Today, we have come up with a simple resource that can be used effectively for making learning enjoyable and for easy conceptual attainment. To begin with, you can look at the grid. We can use it for the most basic aspect of construction of numbers. Of course, we can't use it for the cardinality, but we can use it for order of numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And same way, the backward counting, as it was mentioned in the earlier slide, 10, 9, 8, likewise. Then you can also teach a skip counting. Like, madam, you please keep coloring when I do skip counting of twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, likewise. So then children will be able to easily attain the idea of leaving a number in between and then counting. So this can be done for 3s, then 5s, 10s, etc. Skip counting of 3s, then 5s, 10s, likewise. So then slowly we can develop the idea of multiplication table as well using this grid. Now, this grid can also be used for teaching odd and even numbers very easily. We can color all the even numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8 and all that. And then we can simply, we will not mention that we are going to teach odd and even. We'll simply color the numbers and then ask them to identify what is the peculiarity. So likewise, we can make this odd and even more interesting to students. Then we can even teach, madam, please color these numbers. And then one of you can find what the rule is. Please color
One minute. I'll erase it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, please tell me
And
now.
please color 2, then
minute.
3.
1 minute. 2, 2.
3.
Okay. 3.
5.
5.
7, 11, 13.
Prime numbers.
Yes. So thank you, Leena madam. That is absolutely correct. So then we can introduce prime and composite numbers through this grid. Again, to move further slowly, we can develop more, and then we can also teach different patterns. Children can enjoy making different patterns using these numbers up to 100. Yes, that is what is shown here. Different patterns can be made. Children can make their own patterns, plus we'll make a pattern and ask them to identify the rule. These are the few things that I have noticed. My friends would continue with more ideas on this resource. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Next is from Bangalore region. We are taking up this. Yes. Ranjini, Okay, Smriti, you will continue it.
Yes, yes. Thank you, madam. Good afternoon, everyone. So the another use of this grid. Now, students, like in our school, actually, we have this grid drawn on the playground also. So children get a chance to jump over it, they play. And also, this can be extended as a game for snakes and ladders also.
So first,
But
first
there's
you
one
tell us.
yeah, but there's one difference here. I mean, here we are going to use it for addition. Now, suppose we give a simple addition fact like 34 plus 2. So, children first have to look for the number 34 and they should identify the number and then they should realize towards which side they have to jump. So, plus means you have to jump forward. So, 35, 36. So, they identify the number. Now, if it is subtraction, suppose it is 69 minus 10. So this is a little confusing. So you have to count backwards. 68, 67, 60. I mean, I'll count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They reach 61 and then they should realize that they have to jump to 60 and not upwards. So in snakes and ladder and this, there is a little difference. So the both the types of grids, both we say as number grid, but here there is a difference. So children might jump when we were playing. Children think of the number grid which they play in snakes of ladder, and they jump like this, and they say, "Madam, we reach 52." So this can be actually used while teaching subtraction and addition. So this arithmetic operation is one which we saw. And I told as an extension, you can use it as a playground for the games. Yeah, madam has shown. So here you can see that the main difference between the grid is showed earlier and this. This is numbering starts from the bottom of the grid. Okay, so it starts from 1 to 10 and then 10, 11 is immediately above 10. So that is the difference between this snakes and ladder and the one earlier. So here also children learn when they play with the dice, they play understand addition and subtraction also. So these are the
So even
operations.
this one, yeah, like from yesterday's resource on toy theater, we can play or offline or online in the home with the children with the pet two players and all. We are applying the concept through games, integrating the concept. So this is the playground what she was mentioning, that we have a grid and the children can
Yeah,
use it for so for skip counting or whatever this
yeah.
they have the hands-on experience. Yeah. And 1 minute. And now Pujan sir will talk about factors and
Ah, yes, 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 madam.
uh,
Yes, my friends have explained about this number grid 1 to 100. And now, with this grid, we can explain very well about multiples and common multiples. Even we can go higher end in the fifth class, LCM also, finding the LCM also. Madam, you color the numbers, the multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then you go with the multiples of 3 with some other color, madam.
yes, sir.
3,
1 second, sir.
yes, yes. Please take your own time.
Yes, sir. Multiples
3,
of 3.
3,
Uh,
3, 6, 9, 12,
uh,
and 15. With this visual, we will be able to make the children to find out what is common multiples. Means a number which has both the colors. In this given example, that 6 has both the colors. So the common multiple is 6. Then if when we extend this, then even 12 also will be having the two colors. With it, we can make the children to understand what is LCM, that least common multiple. Here the least common multiple is 6. So then we can introduce little higher level also divisor. Divisor also. Madam, can you go with
factors, sir.
madam? Yes, madam. Factors. You can go with the new grid, madam.
Yes, sir. I erase it.
Ma'am, there is a direct option of erase all in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Now you can tell, sir.
We know that when a divisor divides the dividend exactly, the divisor is called a factor. Okay. So when 12 is divided by 2, that 6 is the quotient. So 6 and 2 makes the factor for 12. In our example, we will take the finding out the common factor of 8 and 12. Madam, I am going to tell the factor of 8 means 1,
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 4, 8. 8. Madam, that 6 please remove.
I'm removing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to see the factors of 12. So again you go to with some other color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 12. Now the factors of 12 is given in green color. The factors of 8 is represented in the red color. Now we will be able to see the common factor. So as we told in the common multiples, here 4 has both the colors, red color and green color. So 4 is the common factor. With that we will be able to give the concept of highest common factor also, HCF also. Here 4 will become the highest common factor of 8 and 12. This is the way we can extend. Okay. Thank you, madam. Then you go with some other concept. Madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. So we have seen the even the games can be integrated with this one, and actually without the number even we can talk about the areas and shapes without putting it, because if you put the number the children will have misconception that they'll get confused. So if you remove the numbers, it can be used, the blank sheet can be used, square sheet can be used for finding in the area. And in our school, what we have done, we have laminated the square sheet and we are even keeping it for measuring the irregular shapes, so that the children, if they are in their max kit, they'll have this square sheet also, madam. So, for example, this lesson is in 6th standard. Now, I think from Hyderabad region, sir, will be talking about. Sir, before that specific student conception in this, what we found is the learning resource helps the child to think, visualize, understand, and learn various concepts such as counting, ordering, and arithmetical operations like addition, subtraction, multiples, patterns. Further, this number grid can be utilized in finding factors and multiples of a given number. And the learning resource facilitate conceptual development in children through learning by visualization, and this can be highly integrated with game activity. I know Hyderabad itself will say what cannot be taught in this class through this resource. Sir, please. Sunny sir or okay. So what are things cannot be discussed is time, 3D shapes, volume, money, data analysis, etc. So the participant can add up something here for this. Whether I have missed out something, can help me to tell me what other things can be added using this resource, what cannot be taught.
Fractions can be added. We can teach fractions here.
What, madam?
If we jump,
grid can be used for teaching them the fractions.
Yeah, we have included that fraction also. Yes, yes, madam. Thank you.
We can also use about prime numbers and composite numbers, and also the complete multiplication table can be learned by the child while just visualizing and coloring the sheet.
Yes, correct. Yes. Yes, 1 minute. Yeah, what madam told is absolutely correct. And yeah, madam. So finally, this is our from our end. I like to from Zayat Mysore group. We just like to express our heartfelt gratitude and thank you for wonderful sections given by Zayat Mumbai, madam. Thank you so much, and we are waiting for your this one, madam.
Over to Shika ma'am.
Thank you, Sudha ma'am and Team Zayat Mysore. If you could just show the grid, then I want to just draw your attention to a pattern.
Yeah, please, I'll open the grid. One second. Yeah. Grid, madam.
Yeah.
Yeah, madam. I'll open the grid.
Okay. Can you please color any three numbers which are one below the other? Any three numbers.
Yeah.
Like you can color 15, 25 or 35, or you can color 13, 23, 33. Just color any three numbers. So what is the relation between these three numbers?
It's a multiples of 5.
Okay. Do you think that is the same thing that will happen if you colored 3, 13 or 23?
Arithmetic progression with
Ma'am,
They have a difference 10. They have a difference of 10.
They are increasing by 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any-
Middle number is average.
Sorry?
The average. For example, 25 to 30, 35 to 15.
Yes. Why does
Unit-
that work? That is
unit
exactly
is
the
the same.
question that I wanted to ask. That
What
if
question? I
you
didn't
do-
understand the question, madam.
The question is that 5 plus 25 is 30, which is also 15 times 2.
Yeah.
So why don't you
correct.
first check it for the other numbers? Like, does it work for 56, 66, 76? Just check once.
Yes.
Is 66 multiplied by 2 the same as 56 plus 76?
Yes.
56 plus 76. Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Why? You take any three numbers in a row, any three.
Okay. Now 13, 3 plus 13, 10, 16, 16 plus 23
No, not
is
3 per 13, nahi, Sudha ma'am. 3 plus 23, you get 26, right?
26 by 2 is 13.
And yeah, and 13 into 2 is also that.
Yeah.
So you take
Okay.
51, 61 and 71. Just check with these three numbers also once.
51, 61, 71.
51
I
and
need to-
71 is?
Okay. It is 122 by 2 is correct.
122.
Yeah, that's correct. Very good. Yeah, very nice one. Nice. Correct. We can get 61. Correct.
It is
And madam,
20 different.
yeah, very nice. And one more thing as I can found in, if you use it for calendar activity, we have to find a magic square. We take the middle of any 3 by 3, this one, and when I 45 multiply, I can get the sum of all this rows.
Yes.
So that activity also we do it for 5th standard mathematics. We have a calendar activity, madam, magic square. So that time we can use this one also. Correct.
Sudha ma'am, you have still not told me why does that work?
AP.
Oh, for that, it's not an 8.
What is
It
that?
is a mean. Is it a not mean also? Yeah. Mean of the number, madam. There is
AM.
AM. Arithmetical mean is it?
Something even more simpler. Why don't you just look at any three numbers and see why does this work?
Ma'am, first number is 10 lesser than the middle number. Third number is 10 bigger than the middle number.
No, madam. Each is 10, 10, 10, 20, madam. 30. 10 plus 10 plus 10. Then where each is having a 10. This also. What is a difference is added by 10, 10. So naturally the average is going to be out of 20 by 10 is going to be 10. So naturally the middle number will be coming. No.
We are still thinking. Any other reasons? Anybody who figured the reason? Somebody was saying AP. What is arithmetic progression here?
Arithmetic is by adding all the 3 divided by 2. It's it. 50.
ये भी दो कंसेक्यूटिव नंबर्स के बीच का डिफरेंस सेम होता है तो अगर हम इस ग्रिड की बात करते हैं तो नॉट ओनली वर्टिकली अगर हम हॉरिजॉन्टल भी चलेंगे तो 2b इक्वल्स टू a प्लस c का कंसेप्ट ये सब में फ्रूटफुल हो जाएगा चाहे वो हॉरिजॉन्टल जाए चाहे वो वर्टिकल में जाए
नहीं प्रियंका मैम, मुझे एपी समझ में नहीं आया। 51, 61, 71 में आप कह रहे हैं कि एपी की वजह से वो 61 का डबल आ रहा है। मैं वो रीजन पूछ रही हूँ उसका कि 61 का डबल कैसे आ सकता है, वो तो दो अलग अलग नंबर्स हैं। 51 और 71 अलग अलग नंबर्स है, वो कैसे 61 का डबल कैसे आ सकता है?
मैडम एक्चुअली 61 का हम डबल करते हैं, मतलब 61 प्लस 61, लेकिन जो दूसरे जो दो नंबर है 51, one number is 10 less and another number is 10 greater than the 61.
Yes. So what are we doing? We are actually adding 61 there also 2 times, and here we are
Yes, ma'am.
multiplying 61 by 2. Thank you, Sanchez sir, for giving that reason. So I think it is important for us to discover those kind of patterns. वो sieve of Eratosthenes तो दिया हुआ है, but if we can discover more patterns, like Sudha ma'am said, magic squares can be done with it. So I think we need to discover more patterns using this, which will be challenging also. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
So this actually this number grid is very useful for many other activities also, ma'am.
Yeah, Jaya ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shall we proceed to the next Z8? Z8 Gwalior.
Yes, ma'am.
And last but not the least, Z8 Mumbai will be ready after Gwalior.
Shikha madam.
Is it visible?
Nageshwara speaking.
Yes, sir.
Morning you asked one question. That is, when area is same of given two figures like a square and rectangle. So when we take area is same, then square will have less perimeter than a rectangle.
Okay.
Then if perimeter is same for the two given figures like a square and rectangle, a square has more area than a rectangle.
Okay.
That's what these two generalizations.
That is interesting, Nageshwar sir. Thank you. In fact, one thing that I would like you to check is that what happens when we increase the area. So whenever we increase the area, does the perimeter always increase? One thing that we should check is this. This is very important.
Yeah, if it is squaring, cubing like that, automatically perimeter will increase.
I would like you to check that, sir. Check that.
Okay.
In fact,
Okay,
because
sure.
I'm saying this, no, sir, because we are sure of this, check the other thing. Check the counter thing. You find two shapes. When you increase the area, the perimeter actually decreases. Try to find an example of that.
That's what perimeter here decreasing, madam. Here, when I taken a square of 10 centimeter, it is 100 square meter, 100 square units area.
Yes.
Then at the same time, if I take that one 15 into 5 rectangle, then the perimeter is coming is 75.
15 into 5, sir. Why are you multiplying 15 into 5?
No, here perimeter is 40 actual. In the square, perimeter is equal, madam. 10, 10, 10. 10 fours are 40.
Okay.
That is perimeter of a square. The area is 100
so then
square
the perimeter is 440, right?
When I have taken 15 by 5 rectangle.
Okay.
15 by 5 rectangle, 15 plus 15, 30 plus 10, 40. 40 perimeter, but 15 5s are 75 square units area.
Yes.
So perimeter is same, area is decreasing when it is becoming a rectangle like that.
Yeah. So I'm asking you to check if the area increases, does the perimeter also increase?
Okay, I will check in the meantime.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry for the trouble. Other region, please. Jai Gwalior.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. May I audible? मेरी आवाज आ रही है क्या?
आ रही है.
Okay, okay, thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. This activity is done by the G8 Gwalior group. We have taken the activity of calendar. Activity using learning resources, we have taken the calendar. This calendar is being done for all the classes. First, we will introduce the days, starting from the days. Question can be asked using this activity. Here are some questions. How many days makes a week? What day is today? What is the day yesterday?
विच इज द थर्ड डे ऑफ द वीक। ऑर्डी नंबर की हम इसी से कर देंगे। क्लास सेकंड से हमारी ये एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट होती है जो एनसीईआरटी बुक्स को लेकर ही ली गई है। इस स्टार्टिंग में हम यहाँ पे बच्चों को इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं डेज, कंसेप्ट ऑफ डेज, प्रीवियस डे, द डे बिफोर आफ्टर डे, द डे आफ्टर टुमारो, द डे बिफोर यस्टरडे, हाउ मेनी डेज इन अ मंथ, डज एवरी मंथ हैव सेम डेज। और अपने स्कूल में हम ऐसा करते हैं कि जो ज्यादातर बच्चों के पास में अरेंजमेंट एक्टिविटीज के लिए जो हमारे टेबल कैलेंडर होता है, बच्चे उसको 90% बच्चे अपने पास रखते हैं। तो बीइंग एचएम जैसे अरेंजमेंट पीरियड्स में जाना होता है तो इसी एक्टिविटी से हम आगे करवा लेते हैं। तो हम स्टार्टिंग में हमारा एक्टिविटी हमने लिया है, लर्निंग जो हमारा होगा इससे हम डेज के बारे में और उसके जैसे क्वेश्चन 9th है, इफ माय बर्थडे वाज ऑन द 9th ऑफ मे व्हाट वाज द डे, हाउ मेनी वीक्स आर देयर इन जुलाई, यानी कमिंग फ्रॉम द डेज टू द वीक्स वी कैन गो। नेक्स्ट द सब टॉपिक्स कवर्ड अंडर दीज आर इन विच मंथ्स, भी हम फेस्टिवल से हम इसको कोरिलेट करते चलेंगे। इन विच मंथ यू सेलिब्रेट दिस फेस्टिवल्स, ये इसलिए किया गया है कि ईद ए मिलाद, ताकि अभी मैं लास्ट में इसको क्लियर करती हूँ कि ये स्पेसिफिक यही के लिए है। अब इन्हीं सब टॉपिक्स में हम जब चलेंगे टॉपिक से सब टॉपिक की तरफ, इन विच मंथ डिड यू कम इन द क्लास थर्ड, ये भी हमारी फिर क्लास थर्ड की एक्टिविटीज में आगे इंक्लूड हो जाता है। मेक अ सर्कल ऑन दीज डेज, इनको हम वर्ड में भी लिखवा लेंगे बच्चों से। which year was it 2 years back, which year will come after 3 months, and which year you were in class second, means starting from the days, then to the week, then to the month, and then year. नेक्स्ट इसी में ही हमारे पास जो एक्टिविटी आ जाती है फिर सब टॉपिक के बाद में, ये क्लास 4th में हम चले जाते हैं। क्लास 4th में हमारे पास वो मैजिक स्क्वायर है, अभी अभी सुधा मैडम वाली पीपीटी में ये डिस्कस भी हुआ था। बच्चों को हम वही मीन वाली बात, जैसे हम स्टार्टिंग में इसमें 2-3-4 कंसेप्ट आ जाते हैं जो मैडम भी डिस्कस कर चुकी हैं, वो वाली बात भी है। मैडम ने भी जैसे बताया था कि हालांकि बुक में जो ये मैजिक के वर्ड्स हैं, ऑल्दो मैथ्स में मैजिक कुछ भी नहीं होता, इट्स जस्ट अ कैलकुलेशन होती है कि हम वर्टिकली या हॉरिजॉन्टली इनका टोटल करेंगे। तो उसमें मैजिक जो खैर बुक में दिया गया है उसके एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप है, बच्चों को बाद में क्लियर कर दिया जाता है कि जो मिडिल नंबर होता है उसको, क्योंकि ये 3/3 का ग्रिड है, 9 से मल्टीप्लाई करके करते हैं। इसको मैं बहुत ज्यादा इसलिए डिस्कस नहीं कर रही क्योंकि अभी जस्ट अभी इससे पहले ही सुधा मैडम वाली स्लाइड में हम ये डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। नेक्स्ट जो अदर टॉपिक फिर हम इससे करेंगे, कोरिलेट कर देंगे। इससे हम प्लेस वैल्यू, जैसे अगर छोटी क्लास है तो 2 डिजिट पे पहले सिंगल डिजिट आएगा, फिर इसी पे हम 2 डिजिट का प्लेस वैल्यू बच्चों को सिखा सकते हैं। इवन एंड ऑड नंबर हम इससे ले सकते हैं। ऐसा भी हम करते हैं जब क्लास में बच्चा आता है तो उसका रोल नंबर वो क्रॉस कर लेता है, हालांकि इसकी कुछ लिमिटेशन होती है। प्राइम एंड कंपोजिट नंबर हम यहीं से बच्चों को इसी से टॉपिक से कोरिलेट कर लेंगे। असेंडिंग एंड डिसेंडिंग नंबर यहीं से हम कोरिलेट कर सकते हैं। एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन वो तो नॉर्मली होगा ही। मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेबल यहाँ से ली जाएगी छोटी कुछ एक लिमिट तक। नेक्स्ट हम पैटर्न तो अभी जैसे डिस्कस हुआ था, बहुत सारे पैटर्न, एक ग्रिड ही है, ये भी पैटर्न भी हम यहाँ से सिखा सकते हैं बच्चों को। मल्टीपल फैक्टर्स और मल्टीपल में जब क्लास 5th में आता है तो जो बच्चों को मैंने देखा प्रैक्टिकली जो उनकी एक प्रॉब्लम आती है कि वो दोनों में डिफरेंस नहीं कर पाते। ऑल्दो एक टॉपिक उनको समझाने के बाद 2 या 3 दिन उनकी रिवीजन भी होती है, पर कुछ बच्चे, हमारे 4-5 बच्चे जरूर ऐसे होते हैं जब क्वेश्चन दिया जाता है कि मल्टीपल और फैक्टर में, तो वो कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं। ऑल्दो इट हैज बीन सेड टू देम दैट मल्टीपल्स आर जस्ट मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेबल। फिर एक उनको जो हम कंसेप्ट देते हैं कि मल्टीपल जो हमेशा होगा वो उससे बड़ा होगा, फैक्टर जो होगा छोटा होगा। बट अगर हम कैलेंडर से इस चीज की ड्रिलिंग धीरे धीरे कराते रहे ना, धीरे धीरे ये जाता रहे बच्चों में, ये डीपनिंग हो जाती है। इससे वो एनसर्कल कर करके उन्हें थोड़ा सा हम इसको आगे हम ले जा सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्पेसिफिक अब क्या है कि अगर हम कैलेंडर की एक्टिविटी लेते हैं, जैसा मैडम की ने सुबह क्वेश्चन दिए थे उसमें था कि एक कोई स्पेसिफिक ऐसा कंसेप्शन क्या दिया जा सकता है इससे, तो ये मेरे ख्याल से इसमें सीजन्स और वेदर, जब हम ये मैडम मेरी पीपीटी दिख रही है क्या? हेलो,
यस दिख रही है।
ओके ओके थैंक यू, ओके थैंक यू। सीजन एंड वेदर दोनों चीजें ही हम इसको जैसे जैसे सीजन चलता रहा इस पे क्रॉस करके कि ये कौन सा सीजन चल रहा है, इसमें कौन से मंथ हैं, प्लस उसका वेदर की हम डेली एक्टिविटी ले सकते हैं। जैसे साइड में एक दिखाया भी गया है कि आज का डे कौन सा था, उसका रेनी सीजन है, स्टॉर्मी है या विंडी है
तो ये वाली एक्टिविटी के साथ साथ यहीं से ही जो कंसेप्शन है इसका सीजन का प्लस वेदर का हम कैलेंडर से ही ले सकते हैं। उसके अलावा जो हिंदू कैलेंडर के भी यहीं से हम कंसेप्शन इसको ठीक कर सकते हैं। बिकॉज कुछ बच्चों को ये होता है ना कि अगर 15 क्रिसमस डे हमेशा एक ही डे को क्यों होता है, दिवाली उसी डे को क्यों नहीं होती है, तो इसी में हम आगे हिंदू कैलेंडर की वजह से उसको सिखा सकते हैं। उसके बाद आता है लीप ईयर का भी हम कैलेंडर के हिसाब से सिखा सकते हैं। कुछ बच्चों को जैसे होता है कि नेक्स्ट कि हमेशा 1 तारीख से ही नया महीना क्यों नहीं शुरू होता, और जैसे मैं भी छोटी थी तो हमें लगता था कि अगर सैटरडे को 1 तारीख आ रही है और उस मंथ का एंड होने तक कैलेंडर उस मंथ की डेट्स खत्म हो रही हैं, तो 30 और 31 बची हुई हमारी ऊपर शो हो जाती थी। तो जब हम भी छोटे थे तो हमें भी ये मिसकंसेप्शन होता था। इस मिसकंसेप्शन को भी यही बच्चों के हिसाब से हम अभी इसके साथ साथ ही हम ठीक कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद यही था कि जो आइडियाज दैट कैन बी टॉट यूजिंग दिस रिसोर्सेज ओनली, ये दोनों ही हम इससे ही बच्चों को क्लियर कर सकते हैं कि कुछ फेस्टिवल्स हमारे फिक्स्ड डेट्स पर ही होते हैं और कुछ हमारे हिंदू कैलेंडर के अकॉर्डिंग ही होते हैं। तो ये साइड बाय साइड दिखा के कि मकर संक्रांति वो 14 को ही क्यों होती है और बाकी जो हमारे फेस्टिवल्स हैं कुछ हमारे ऐसा क्यों नहीं है। जैसे बच्चों को ये मिसकंसेप्शन होता है कि हर बार दिवाली के सेम डेट्स क्यों बदल जाती हैं। तो हम कैलेंडर की एक्टिविटीज से अभी भी इसमें बहुत सारी ऐसी एक्टिविटी हैं जो हम कैलेंडर के थ्रू ही इन चीजों को ले सकते हैं। तो कोशिश मैंने की थी कि थोड़ा कम टाइम में एज जय मैम सेड कि वी हैव टू कंप्लीट इन 10 मिनट्स, कि हम उसी हिसाब से इस एक कैलेंडर की एक्टिविटीज से टॉपिक सब टॉपिक अदर टॉपिक्स इंकलकेट करने की कोशिश की है। ऐसे कंसेप्शन जो बच्चों के यहाँ से क्लियर हो सकते हैं और जो मिसकंसेप्शन से यहाँ से ठीक हो सकते हैं। आई थिंक ये हमारी तरफ से था एंड थैंक यू सो मच मैम। इट्स फ्रॉम द जीट ग्वालियर एंड नाउ लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर योर सजेशन। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Vandana ma'am and Zayed Gwalior team. I have one question to both the groups, Zayed Gwalior and Zayed Mysore, which is that I don't understand how you do magic squares. So you have to tell me how we are doing magic squares through that, because I don't understand that. But before that, I wanted to ask another question from all of you. What is a decimal system? We use a decimal system, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Decimal system mane kya? What does that mean?
Yes. It is nothing but it is fractions. Fraction of 1. Less than 1.
But what does a decimal mean? So you are saying numbers are not decimal, sir. 9 is not a decimal number?
No, it's a whole number, natural number.
9.0.
9 is not a decimal number.
It can be written in decimal form, but 9 is whole number.
9 is a whole number, but is it written in a decimal system or not?
Yes,
decimal means we use 10 numbers and the base is the 10, so it is called decimal.
Yes.
And the other number system is a binary, octal, hexadecimal also is there.
Yes, thank you Dinesh sir, that's very important. So even 9 is decimal. It's not that 9.0 is decimal. 9 is a decimal. 9 is a number that is written in decimal system. So as Dinesh sir said, decimal system means we have 10 symbols, 0 to 9. And we use those symbols to get the other numbers, right? So which means we have 10 symbols, okay? Now my question, is the calendar system also a decimal system? Let me give you a hint for that, okay? So in the decimal system, how do we write? So when we write 439, what is the relation between place value of 3 and 9? 10 times, right? So 9 is ones, 3 is tens, 4 is hundreds. So every place value is increasing by 10 times, right? So now tell me, is writing a date or a year, when we write the month, we write the date, we write the year, is it a decimal system? Yes, no, can't say.
We are using 0 to 9 symbols, so we can say.
Okay, so sir, writing a date, I'm asking, like, we write a number. So that is right, that the symbols that we are using are base 10 symbols only. But my question is, when you write a date, is it a decimal number? So 27/08/2020, is it a decimal number?
No, ma'am, because it is combination of single digit, double digit, 4-digit numbers.
Okay, but is the relation decimal number, Lekhni ma'am? The relation between date and month, is it a decimal number?
No, it's not a decimal number.
What is
Months
the
and
relation?
dates cannot. Months are something else. Number pattern is something different from month pattern, no, ma'am?
So how is it different? That's what I'm asking you.
Because the relationship between
It's a puzzling question.
Multiply by one month or 30 days or like this.
30 days relationship.
Yes, it is a relation of 30 days. Now, suppose I
30
agree that it is a relation of 30 days. Then, is it a multiple of 30, the year, the number of months in a year?
No, 12.
Then it is not even 30, right? Because
Yes.
in base 10, what happens? Every time it is 10 times, 10 times, 10 times, like that,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay,
But in
some
this
pattern
case,
is
it is not
followed.
it's not happening, right? Can you give me another example of non-decimal system?
Time, minutes,
Absolutely.
second, hours.
What is the base in time, sir?
60.
Yes. So the base in time is actually 12 times. So anything which is, so 60 is considered to be a very interesting number because it divides a lot of, actually 12 is a very special number. If you think about it, it divides a lot of the numbers. You know, from 0 to 9, it will divide a lot of numbers. So 12 is an interesting number, 60 is a number. So I think one thing that you have to do as a homework is that only in math symbols we are using base 10. In time we don't use it. When we do you watch cricket?
Yes.
6.5 overs बोलते हैं ना, 6.5 overs हो गए. Is
Yeah.
that a decimal?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's wrong.
No.
Actually,
Right?
it is not decimal system. It is not
It
decimal
is not
system.
decimal system. Only
It
we
is
are
based on 6 balls. 6 balls.
Yes.
It is based on 6
six.
balls. Similarly, inches and foot also, madam. Feet and inches
Absolutely.
also. Generally, people write 3 feet 4 inches. Actually, they should not write a decimal. They have to mention 3 feet and 4 inches.
बिल्कुल सही
Only
बात है.
centimeters and millimeters they will come under decimal system.
Yes, the metric system comes in decimals. It
Yes,
follows
MKs.
decimal. But feet and
MKs.
inches, you are absolutely right, it doesn't follow.
Yes.
So the question is then why did we take base 10 system? Why didn't we take base 12 or base 30 or base 60? Why did we
For
take
Government
base
of India,
No, sir,
Government
it's
of
not
India
government
taken
of
decimal
India.
system from 1952 onwards. Before
not
that,
the
Anas and they were there. Before that, Anas and some of their currency was there. Actually, it was not like that. So 1952 onwards, they introduced a decimal system in India.
Yes, they have also changed currency because of that.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
based on
our
that.
currency would be different. Very important.
Different. Yeah.
So I think
and when in decimal system 0 plays an important role, man.
its position plays an important role. So
Important role.
40.2 is very different from 4.02. Yes, 0
Yes,
plays
ma'am.
a very important role. Yes. So I think with calendar and with dates, there are a lot of other interesting things that we can talk about. That it is
Yes.
not a base 10 example. It's a completely different example. You know, what is the number which is getting repeated in this? Can we have a consistent relation between the number of days and the number of months? It's not possible.
Not
Because every second month has a different number of days. So it is so dynamic, this whole calendar system. And we have to understand that it is a complex system as compared to numbers only. Okay, Jaya ma'am.
Great, ma'am.
Madam,
So
actually,
something else to think about.
you asked about the calendar this one, no? Can I show you? Because when you take any 3 by 3 number and the middle number, if you multiply by 9, we get the sum of other numbers.
Multiplied by 9, madam. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'll show you once again. Yeah, 1 minute, I'll show you once again. Yeah, see here, this one, we have this is the square. If I take, one second, I'll take a pen. Yes, if I take a square, you can see 33, 34, 35, and 43, this whole thing I'm taking. Okay, so when we multiply this 44 by 9, that answer will be equal to the sum of other numbers. Sum of this square, that square number, 33 plus 34, all the numbers. If you ask them to add 33 plus 34 plus 35, 45, all the numbers if you add, it will be equal to 44 into 9. So this is one of the calendar activity we do, madam. But in the calendar activity, but this in this grid I am not telling, but in the calendar we can do it.
No, ma'am, I'm asking why. Why is it not 44 times 10? Why is it 44 times 9? What is special about 9?
The reason is we have taken 3 by 3 grid. That's the reason.
So you are saying if we take a 4 by 4 grid, then I can multiply by a multiple of 4.
No. Multiply by 4 unless experience comes. No.
Anyway,
Now this.
So then let me just think of. I want to find out why. So I'm noting it down. And
Okay.
let's
Okay.
discuss
No
it again. You also think about it, huh?
Okay. Sure.
Mumbai shall start, ma'am?
Yeah, Mumbai can start. Please.
1 minute. हाँ सर, दिनेश सर आप करिए. हाँ. Good evening. This is from ZIET Mumbai. Next slide, sir. We have taken dice. Next, sir. First, we'll teach them to prepare. Yeah, next, sir. Okay. Next, sir. Now we can do the second question. What all activity? First, starting, usually it is for the small kids, identify the number. We can tell them to identify the number. There can be dots in the dice, or you can write the number itself, and so that they can identify the number. Ordinal numbers can be taught. 4 or 5 standing, they are putting the dice who came first, according to the number. Less or more, great. Less or more also can be taught. 2 to 3 groups we can make and do. What comes before, what comes after, that also can be done. 2 people standing and whatever number is coming. Shapes by keeping the dice 2D. You can make them 2D square, triangle, just on the floor to make them. The 2D shape can be done. Patterns, if the dice are of different colors, the color paper wrapped in it, then you can do patterns. Fractions also can be done. Data handling, raw data. For example, 5 people standing, 5 children standing, they will put whatever number has come, how many times, what, so like that data handling can be done. Measurement, that is non-standard unit, cubic and finger, so that you can do this. Next, sir. If you go further higher, volume, perimeter, area also can be taught using this. It should be visible to all. One thing you should know is the die should be visible to all when we are playing. Next, sir. Again, the specific conception, the same thing comes here. Number, ordinal, whatever numbers you can take, patterns can be. I thought even place value can be given here. Place value for first and second up till tens. 2 students are throwing the, one got 2, the other got 3. So that means 2 and 3, 23, which is the unit place, tens place, that also can be done. Next, sir. And actually afterward Jaya madam told we can do what some of the ideas that cannot be taught is money and time. Afterwards I thought the money can be pasted in the dice and can be, but money and time, it won't be that accurate while teaching using dice. And this is the way we have to tell them to prepare. Sir. Next, and we have to tell them also that the addition 5 and 2 opposite should be 7 always. This is the method. Yes, sir. Yeah. So time and money, I feel we all felt that cannot be taught accurately with dice. The rest, most of all the patterns, all the topics can be covered. Even for English, we can use this for preposition. Yes, ma'am. It is all low cost budget. We use this for teaching all the TLMs we make using this: disposable glass, disposable plates, spoons, bottle caps. So this was what we all group people thought. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mala ma'am and Team Zayat, Mumbai team. What I really like about DICE is that, you know, in probability, when we are learning late in the later grades, you know, probability, there's so many questions about DICE that if we prepare them enough with playing a lot of number games, they get a sense of how to read numbers, how to interpret them using a
Yeah.
DICE.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a lot of the preliminary probability we can do in the very early
Very
grades.
early stage. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why
So,
we thought. Okay.
and I like the idea of connecting it with the cube. So you talk about the net of it, you make
Yeah.
cubes with it, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate that idea of bringing in geometry and number sense at the same time.
Same
with
time.
the
Yeah.
dice. Yes.
Yeah.
That is very
And
nice.
most of the topics can be covered. Even this bottle cap, if you can see bottle caps, I don't know, is there also, if you write the number, paint it all with number, black paint, black and white numbers, and as well as, so this also can be used. Previously we used to use this only. Now DICE I have started for primary kids. The concept is very clear, ma'am, there. That's why we started using this. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam ma'am. Jaya ma'am? Jaya ma'am, you need to unmute yourself.
Can you give the consolidated remarks, Shika madam?
Yes, definitely. I was also thinking that. I wanted to tell you that I was trying to do that question about the magic square that all of you are saying, and I'm still doing it. But I do want to tell you how I was doing the 3 pattern. Like I think one sir had mentioned, no, that the above number is -10. So when you take 33, 43 and 53, you have a number. So suppose the middle number, can you visualize it or do you want me to write it? We don't have a board here, no? So suppose we have this 33, 43 and 53, huh? So assume that the middle number is x. Huh? So what will be this number? The number above?
-10.
X minus 10.
Minus
Right?
10.
Yes. So we will have above x minus 10. In the middle, we will have x. And below it, we will have
Plus 10.
X plus 10. Okay. So now if we add x minus 10 and x plus 10, what do we get?
2x plus
2x, which is a multiple.
10 cancel out.
Right? Yes. 10 will
Yeah.
cancel out. We will get 2x. Hai na? Which means we are
Yes.
getting the middle number. Hai na?
Yeah.
2x means this is the 2 times the middle number. Correct?
Yeah.
Now let's try this using the magic square. For magic square, see, I was trying the same thing. Can you see? Or you try yourself. With
Okay.
magic square 3 by 3, if you take the middle number to be x, then the number to the left will be x minus 1.
1.
The number to the right will be
Plus
Plus
1.
1.
x plus 1. The number above it will be
X plus
Minus
10.
X
Minus 10.
x minus 10. Then to its left will be
Minus
above
11.
and left.
Minus
Very
11.
nice. Yes, 11. And what would be this number?
Minus
9.
9.
9.
So just try to work through this. I am also working, and if I get it. But quick consolidated remarks on what you did. I think you did a very nice presentation, and I was thinking of 2 objectives, and I think one of them is achieved. That we have started thinking about activities which run across topics, which is which is a point that all of you picked on very well. I think one of the points that I was trying to highlight, but it was not taken on, and you can very well think about it later on, is that pick up an idea more deeply also. So like I was trying to tell you about fractions, if you remember in tangrams, if this is the unit, what will happen? If the unit gets doubled, what happens to the area? If the unit gets halved, what happens? So try to also go deeper into a topic using the same resource. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, madam. Yes, Nageshwar.
So apart from going ahead, so this is what is called in NCFS horizontal and vertical connection. Vertical connection means that you link numbers or multiplication to proportions, to ratios. This is vertical connection. Horizontal means you go deeper into a topic also, no? Like fractions, what is the key idea in fractions? Unitizing, iterative, that is the key idea in fraction. So I'm saying that also look for those key ideas in your learning resources. Does that make sense?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
Madam, just morning I asked, perimeter doubled, area will be 4 times.
Always.
Always. Perimeter, when perimeter is doubled, area will be 4 times.
No, sir, I disagree with you. And Nageshwar Rao, we have to continue this, sir, we have to continue this activity. We have to look for all the cases of links between area and perimeter. Area increase, what happens to perimeter? Area decrease, what happens to the perimeter? Area same, what happens to the perimeter? Then opposite. Perimeter increase, what happens to area? Perimeter decrease, what happens to area? Perimeter the same, what happens to the area? We have to do all these cases, Nageshwar Rao, sir. Okay? Then then we will say that this is how it works. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
शिखा मैम एक स्लाइड दिखा रहा हूँ मैडम, देखिएगा प्लीज.
हाँ दिनेश सर.
Just this one, madam. This is a perimeter and one length is a 10 and one side is 1. So area will be 10 and perimeter will be 22. And in the other shape, length is 4 and width is 3. So area will be 12 and perimeter will be 14. Here area 2 पॉइंट बढ़ा है जबकि पेरीमीटर कम हुई है यहाँ पे.
बिल्कुल
है ना. और इसका जो मेरे समझ में आया, मैंने ये 3 लाइन लिखी है. सर्किल हैज द लार्जेस्ट एरिया एंड शॉर्टेस्ट पेरीमीटर. और स्क्वायर मिडिल में होता है, रेक्टेंगल लेस एरिया और लॉन्ग पेरीमीटर रहता है.
सर ये आपने बहुत अच्छा काउंटर एग्जाम्पल दिया है दिनेश सर. ये बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है टू शो कि हमेशा जब एरिया बढ़ता है जरूरी नहीं है पेरीमीटर भी बढ़ता है. इसका जो कनेक्शन है शेप्स के साथ, मुझे लगता है वो हमको थोड़ा और सोचना है. क्या हम अगर सिर्फ रेक्टेंगल्स को कंपेयर करें, शेप में चेंज नहीं करें तो क्या होगा, और अगर शेप चेंज करेंगे तो आपने दिखाया कि कुछ भी हो सकता है.
वो था रेक्टेंगल मैडम. This is also rectangle.
But you are talking later about circle, square and rectangle and you are comparing them. To compare them, we need to find how their area changes and it is in comparison to each other. No, you are comparing these figures. You understand what I'm saying, sir?
Yes, madam.
So for that, we would need to consider different figures also. And we are taking only, in this case, we have taken it. But your counter example is to Nageshwar Rao sir's question.
Yes.
That even though the area has increased, the perimeter may not always increase. It has actually decreased. You are very right in. I mean, it is a very precise counter example for that. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
madam. Thank you very much, Shikha madam. Thank you very much. Now, I thank all the participants for your active participation. Now our director sir is ready, and sir will be giving the valedictory address and he will be giving you the instructions how you have to continue your training to all the teachers of your region. Sir, director sir, I humbly request our honorable director sir to address the participants.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I am logged on to a system without a cam, so you would only be listening to my voice. Simultaneously, 2 programs are going on here. The system in which I have the cam is connected to class 1 course, and the system without cam is connected to this particular course. So you will only be listening to my voice. You see, when we started thinking about how to conduct this course, we actually wanted to do it in a way different from what we conventionally do. And so you might have seen that the first overview session was taken by me, where I tried to share with you what is the idea of competency. How is it nothing but the outcome based approach? And why is outcome based approach the order of the day, as it is a legal requirement? And what can we do to achieve it? So this is what our overall perspective and plan was. And accordingly, we invited 5 different people who are actually working in the domain of mathematical or mathematics learning. And that expertise we tried to share with you. And they had invited Oliver attention to many different issues in mathematics learning. And I am sure these questions would be keeping you thinking, keeping you focused. There was this question, when the perimeter is altered, what happens to the area? And please remember, when you compare, you can compare only similar figures, and you can never compare figures which are not similar. And I can give a clue. You see, if you are considering rectangles of different size combination, as the figure approaches symmetry, the area would be maximum for the given perimeter. And as the figure moves away from the symmetry, I hope you understand what I say. I leave it to you to explore further. Same way, when you have the calendar kind of problems, again the symmetry comes into play. When you write it in terms of algebraic equations, you can obviously see why the middle number happens to be the average. Of the 9, why the middle number happens to be the average. But then you see, this is mathematical inferencing. Mathematical inferencing out of beautiful mathematical argumenting. So we need to develop the ability in our students to build these kind of mathematical arguments. And that's the competency that we are looking to develop in our students, and for which we ourselves need to be having exceptional clarity. In fact, we need to think not only the right way, but we should also be simultaneously aware of the incorrect ways of thinking of our students. If we are not aware of the incorrect ways of thinking of our students, then we may not be able to address them. And in order to address that incorrect way of thinking, which we technically call, of course, you see, now there are many different nomenclatures. What was initially called or labeled as a wrong answer or an incorrect answer is no longer used. Then people started saying it is a misconception. And again, people say, no, why do we call it as a misconception? We need to call it as an alternative conception. It is an alternative conception, but then the majority of the people don't have agreement with that alternative conception. So different kinds of nomenclatures are coming. But then we understand, when people are asked to make a drawing or a painting, depending on the capability, different people will come out with different outputs, different products. The more accomplished one is, the finer the product would be. The less accomplished one, the product would not be that fine. Exactly, it applies to concepts also. Concepts have to be built. And the more the person works with the concept, the precision and the fine tuning will be there. The less one works with the concept, that precision will not be there. And that is the reason why NCF 2005 spoke about looking for the horizontal and vertical connections. One looks for looking for connections across domains, across areas. The other looks for plunging to the depths, so that you get more and more understanding about that particular issue. And today's session was exactly on that. How do you look for the relationships? And remember, when you are exploring horizontal relationships, that also addresses another understanding of education is today. We need to have a spiral approach. revisiting the concept in a different perspective. Revisiting does not mean repeating the same thing. If you are going to repeat the same thing, there is no need to revisit. Revisiting to elicit a different perspective. Revisiting to introduce and expose a new connection. Revisiting to enable the person to come out with a new inference. So that is what the purpose of revisiting is. So when you use a teaching learning resource, and if you are bringing in the concept of spiral learning, your revisiting should be able to explore what people call it as multiple perspectives. So you need to have all these things gradually unfolded before the eyes of the students, before the minds of the students, and for which we need to clearly have an idea what is my primary focus now. Along with this primary focus, what other past connections I can make, what other future openings I can keep ready. And if this linking with the past and linking to the future, if it can be done effectively by all of us, then the question of learning gap or learning deficit will not be there. And when the question of learning gap or learning deficit is not there, we would be very, very successful in all our efforts. So dear friends, on these 5 different days, we had tried to give you 5 different issues, 5 different aspects. And we want you to work on these things for some more days on your own, because you see, these are all areas which require intense and repeated efforts on the part of you. We want you to be the master trainers, because you need to conduct programs for the teachers in your region thereafter, and therefore you need to acquire certain levels of further expertise, and for which you need to work on these things. You see, it would not be possible for you to plunge into activities, whatever that has been assigned. Yesterday I saw you could not do most of the activities for want of time. Some you could do, some you could not do. Today also some you had done, and one particular aspect, as our expert was saying, has come out well, but the other you need to work. So therefore it would be the very similar status for all the other days. So please take the next 10 days re-looking into whatever that you are exposed to in these 5 days. Keep on improving yourself, sharpening yourself, and we will have one more follow-up session on the 7th of next month. We will have one more follow-up session, and in that follow-up session we would try to have all these experts, if not all, at least a majority of them we would have, and there they would address any difficulties that you had come across in exploring further. In your further exploration, if you had come across any difficulties, they will be addressing it, and thereafter you can have a kind of confidence. Yes, now I can be a master trainer, and with that confidence we want you to do the training. Don't immediately plunge into planning and then getting into the training. Wait for some time. So let's meet once again on 7th of September. Till such time, I wish a very happy exploration, a purposeful exploration, and a fruitful exploration of whatever that has been introduced and worked in these 5 days. Thank you, and all the very best.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.